So earlier today, I tried out a little Life in Space comic book anthology trading card live stream. Now, I spent about an hour making this little card. I'm not sure how this is going to come out, but I am intent on finishing it up. These are some of the asteroid riders from my 6-page story for the anthology comic book that we've put together and is on Kickstarter in its last week. And I'm very pleased to say that it has exceeded all our expectations and is just doing very well. So I was already proud to be part of this project, but now it's like, I don't even know how I feel. Like, this is just amazing. I mean, we've actually managed to hit $4,000. So yeah, we even got the stretch goal to do some trading cards. So considering the size I'm working at right now, I need to have this scanned in. It might be a little too detailed for, like a credit. Like, it's supposed to be this big, right? I think. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to go and see, but this is probably gonna have to be put through its paces in Photoshop because I didn't really know how to do the asteroid that these space pirates are riding. So some of the line work I was starting to do here, like very comic booky, I really like. And then some of it over here, it just got really messy. So I'm gonna have to go in and fix that up probably. So, but yeah, that's where I'm at. So I guess I'll just retell what I've been up to this week. This being SketchaLona, this is my little vlog from Barcelona in which I show people the going-ons in my little sketchbook. Oh, I think I'm screwing this up now. This should be... Oh no. A mistake live on the air. While talking about what's going on in my life here, living in Spain, right now, this weekend is the final weekend of one of my friends who's over from Amsterdam. So it was a little bit of, she's been here for about a month. And she's had surgery on her leg, so that had to heal up. And I think she's walking again, so everything is going pretty good. But it was a little bit of a leaving do. So she invited a bunch of her friends here in Spain, yours truly included, and we went on a little bit of a pub crawl. So I think I did okay, only had a few beers. I don't have a lot of spare money to really party hard this weekend, this final weekend before payday. And yeah, we had a pretty good time yesterday. So obviously I did sleep in this morning and got back to drawing and editing and all sorts of things, but I managed to get out of the house pretty early because it's a beautiful day out after some horrible weather the last couple of days. So later on I will be treating you to a little video walking through the city center of Barcelona. So if you're not from here and you found this video because you're more interested in Barcelona than some guy talking about comic books and drawing scenes from space pirates, not in the Caribbean, or maybe it's the Caribbean system, then rest assured that is coming up. So right now I'm doing the fun but laborious drawing stars. Of course, you could just go about this the easy way, I suppose, and just get some white paint and just splatter it on. But I don't know, there's something really relaxing and satisfying about doing it this way. There's lots of squiggles and just kind of fill it in. The squiggles are the tiny stars. This is going to be a metal beam of some sort connected here because you're looking from the inside of a spaceship out. So there's a little bit of a... I was going to have a face here, but then I thought like, no, just like he's going to block the propulsion, like I don't know, the hairspray they're using to move about on this asteroid. So yeah. So what else has been happening? Like I said last week, I am giving feedback to one of my coworkers here who, like me, is working on a story of her own. And she's been doing very well. She's already up to 200 pages and she's been asking for feedback. So I have been reading the hell out of it and critiquing it as I go along and making suggestions and like complaining, you know, as readers are want to do themselves. And it's been a bit of an eye-opener, like I said last week. Like, it's really inspired me to have a better look at my own story, like, because it really clicked my brain into this editor mode. It's been a lot easier to have a bit more of an objective look on my own tale. Phosphor, which is like a science fiction adventure with monsters and whatnot, where lots of people die. So I'm happy to say that I've already got 30 pages under my belt. The plan is to get up to 50 this weekend, and I am not quite sure if I'm actually gonna get up to 50, because I have been so busy trying to get through my coworker's story, and it's just a lot of work. Like, you know, like really, because a lot of times I just find myself critiquing something, and then I'm like, wait a minute, let me just reread just this bit over here and that bit over there, just to make sure I didn't read over something, you know, and that she did actually properly explain things, you know. So I caught myself making a fool out of myself, almost prevented from making myself, you know, complaining about something that was perfectly well explained, and there was no inconsistency, errors, that kind of thing. So that was most of my Saturday, was just reading, writing. So yeah, how does that look? So here we have it. There's a bit of a balcony over there. Should have put some people there. I figure it's going to be cut off like this. Let's see if we can put it through Photoshop and maybe just add a little color. See how it's gonna come out today. Just for scale, so I managed to finish it up. Like, I had to add all this to the picture, and so this is the downscaled one. So you can see how pixelated it is. And then over here, this is the higher res one that I've just been adding the little effects in. So it's kind of a shame that the image as it is here, I'm quite fond of like just this outline, this walkway up here with like bars, and like it just looks like a nice little design, and that's just not gonna fit on the card because it's gonna be too small. In fact, maybe I should just zoom in more like this and just leave it, you know, and just cut it off here. But I don't know, like, I'm just enamored with this design. So I think I'm just gonna go for this. So I've dropped a gray layer on top, and I'm starting to etch away the white, the gray, to get to the white underneath. I feel like this is going to take a long time, and that might mean no color. So let's see how far we can get. It's already 9 o'clock, so better hurry up. Now, I am very afraid that this is all going to be too small because I just spent 2 hours on it. But yeah, I think that's my first trading card in the bag. I've been sit behind my computer, I think easily for about 3 hours, so time to call it a day, send this over, fill in the little survey, and see what's next. Did that little bit of metal wake you up? Good, because that's what I need during the week. So while I'm at work, working in a little office, answering the phone, I like to put on a website and just draw the people that come up. Just whatever comes up, you know, don't think too much about it. It's one of those things that, what happened? Just to keep my hands, you know, practicing as much as I can. And it's really great for getting as much practice in when I can. So this little clip right here is a little showcase of not necessarily the kinds of people I draw, but like how I go to work with lining up the faces and drawing the guidelines and like just keeping this workflow going. And something has been happening in the last week that I'm quite happy with. Like for the longest time, I did not use the eraser, and because I really enjoyed watching, like putting stuff up on the wall and seeing my mistakes. And so when I saw my drawings like side by side, like over a week or over a month, then I could see what I did wrong. But now I'm in this workflow where I'm using the eraser more and more to get into this workflow of just simply saying, okay, so this thing that I'm constantly doing, this habit, this bad habit of over-rendering, sketching, it's okay, I can do that because it's pencil. But I can also use the eraser and get rid of it and to get to the, you know, more appropriate final stage of the line art ready for inks. So that's kind of what's been happening this week. I'm quite pleased with it. I like where these faces are going. They're getting, I'm getting more and more comfortable drawing realistic faces, but also like getting the light and shadow in, like as a matter of like stages in the process, and it's looking good. So very happy. So let's take a little walk through the sketchbook this week. As you can see, I'm continuing putting more and more people on the same page to create scenes. Like I try and get more figure drawing in there. This one I left very sketchy because I thought it'd be fun to see, and then I guess these are some more people. What am I trying to say? One thing I am definitely getting a little bit bored with is the constant, you know, like everyone is wearing a suit. Like I'm gonna have to start finding people who are not wearing suits. Enough with the suits already. I mean, there's something to be said for drawing the same thing over and over again. You're gonna get better at it, but like, you know, yeah. This page right here is, I was checking out some of Mark Silvestri's older X-Men stuff, and I was inspired by some of his drawings, started drawing them and getting that really sketchy style that he has in there, especially here on the right. Like it was some demon he drew, I think in that Batman special that he's doing that is still not out. At least I haven't been able to find it. And then I was inspired by it to draw the Hobgoblin for no particular reason. Had good fun with that. And yeah, here's a page some more figure drawing, some expressions of a made-up face, so just from imagination. And this one was a little like, I kind of wanted to get back at something that I was drawing from my comic book, like, because I brought my comic book, my 10-page Phosphor issue 0 to work, so I wanted to have another go at the rocks, you know, that are on the first couple of pages, see if I could draw them better now. And then lastly, another focus on, oh wait, that was from the week before. Okay, so we've reached the part from the last video. So thank you guys, as always, for checking out my little video about my little blog, my little life here in Barcelona. Hope you check out the Kickstarter. We're in our final 12 hours as we speak. I'm not sure at what time this video will manage to be uploaded, but good news, because one of my friends is about to pop over and he's gonna help me get some fiber optic 100 megabytes a second internet into this household. He's right here. Catch you later. Enjoy the little footage I got from Barcelona. It's a nice little walk, so talk to you in a bit.
Chile.
Ik durf er niet eens. Está mirando hacia abajo, siempre rompiéndose las olas.
I know.
Y quedamos aquí para cenar. Carajo, ¿verdad? Este menú,
That's pretty much the end of my battery. You guys dug this little tour walking around. Wish I'd charged my phone better, but then these things never really seem to last anyway, so I guess it's back at the house for me.